So hey guys, and welcome to the video. Today is the 19th of September 2021 and we are here for Thorpe Park Octoberfest and also Walking Dead the Ride the pre-show. Well, Walking Dead the Ride pre-show. Are you ready for some Oktoberfest action? In the rain apparently?
Yeah, in the rain. It's going to be well fun in the rain.
It is indeed. It's currently 3 minutes past 10, so we are right at the start of the day for Oktoberfest. We can already see some of the Oktoberfest goodness already. This bit's new, this bit's all been done for Oktoberfest. We are heading towards Saw the Ride first. We don't normally head towards Saw the Ride for a first ride of the day, do we?
Yeah, we usually go anti-clockwise.
Yeah, so
now we're going clockwise.
This should be a change. But yeah, we'll compare Thorpe Park Oktoberfest to Alton Towers Oktoberfest, because we were actually there last weekend, weren't we? And we had a really good time.
Yeah, it was really good. Very good event. I think we were here last year for Thorpe Park Oktoberfest, but it was so bad that we didn't even realise.
Yeah.
Let's hope that they pull their finger out a bit more this year.
Yeah, let's hope that they do more. I'm excited because I've heard some very good things about this year's event, so we shall see. We've also got some fantastic roller coasters here to experience, some of my favourite in the country. We've got Swarm, Nemesis Inferno, we've got this horrible thing.
It's one of your favourites in the country.
It's not, it's really not. I think it's awful. Well, it is in my, unfortunately, no, it probably wouldn't even be in my top 50. I'd rank some family coaster above that. I'm also going to be giving you some updates in regards to Fright Nights, that fantastic Halloween event that takes place every year here at the Thorpe Park Resort. So yeah, let's head towards Saw the Ride for our first ride of the day. Right, so we've just been to Saw the Ride, and they're not letting anyone in the ride area, well, not ride area, but they Saw the Ride plaza, because the ride is unavailable.
Because, you know, the park opens at 10, but they haven't done their pre-opening check.
Yeah, like, amazing customer service, by the way. A ride-up came out shouting down, like, the pathway, saying, well, you might as well go to all the rides, guys. We haven't done the pre-checks yet. I'm like, what? Are you serious? Like, he didn't he? Like, he came shouting down the path.
You know, why don't you just say, it has an issue? Because you telling us that it's because you haven't done your pre-ride checks yet, and why haven't you? Because the park has opened already, so it should have been done before the park opened. Right,
rant over. Let's get on with our day. We're going to head over to Walking Dead the Ride because I want to experience this pre-show, like I've said already.
You're going to be disappointed. You're expecting like it's a Wicker Man pre-show.
Right. Whilst we're walking down here, I want to show you this this here. They've turned the this pub into like a bit of a Oktoberfesty food area. So you can buy your beers from here, you can buy your food. We'll definitely be eating and drinking at Oktoberfest later. I'll only be having one because I'm driving, but yeah, we'll definitely be experiencing Oktoberfest today. When, we don't know yet. Obviously that is to be decided because we've only just got here, but I'm actually quite excited to see what they have to offer. But so far, just taking a sneak peek in there, it's looking quite good. I mean, they've not really changed much in there. That's sort of Bavarian themed at the back, that little bar there. They've got the bunting there. So, and they've got flags all over the park as well for Oktoberfest. So, let's head over to Walking Dead the Ride and get some zombie action, or walkers. I've actually watched The Walking Dead now and I actually quite enjoy it. Do you enjoy The Walking Dead, Joe?
Someone who's watched quite a bit of it, it has gone downhill, the modern sort of stuff. But yeah, the older stuff that you're watching at the moment, that's pretty good. Yeah, because I'm only on like halfway through series 5, so you know, take that as you will. Please don't spoil it down in the comments. I will delete your comments if I see spoilers. And by the way, we've booked Derren Brown's Ghost Train for 4 o'clock, so that's coming in the vlog as well. So right, let's head over to Saw the Ride. I mean, Walking Dead the Ride. Different horror franchise. There we go then. We've just done The Walking Dead the Ride. How was
was a little underwhelmed by that. The pre-show was fantastic, by the way. I loved the pre-show. You were like downplaying it a bit, and I feel like that's a bit unfair. It's all right for what it is, but the ride itself, I've watched The Walking Dead now, and I appreciate the universe. And what I expect from that ride is The Walking Dead universe, and there's really none of that, is there? So it's gone a bit down in my rankings now, but I still appreciate it, and I still love all the intricate theming in there, and the van that crashes through the wall. I love how you can hear that from like the Colossus Q line, by the way.
Yeah, it's so loud. Unnecessarily loud.
It's funny though, isn't it? It's really, really funny. We're gonna head towards not Storm Surge as well. We're gonna head towards Stealth, because that is on a 5 minutes queue, isn't it, Joseph?
Yep, and only one of 3 roller coasters is actually open.
Yeah, that's one thing to know as well. Thorpe, open your roller coasters.
You know, if you're claiming to us as pre-approved checks, then do them.
yeah, open your roller coasters, mate, because there's nothing open at the moment.
Theme park.
Yeah, theme park with no coasters open. I mean, the only rides that are open are Swarm and Stealth and Walking Dead the Ride at the moment, and Samurai, which is dying and on its last legs, and I'll talk about that later. But yeah, let's head towards Stealth and get our first ride on a big coaster for the day. So we had a fantastic ride there on Stealth, didn't we, Joe?
We did.
I don't know whether it's because I've been on Rita recently, or it's because, you know, it's our first coaster of the day, but that seems really intense. I know where it goes. Well, it's coming in a second. If you couldn't tell, we're going round again. Yeah. Because we absolutely... Yeah, oh, there we go. Because we absolutely love Stealth, we really do. And you know what? It deserves a re-ride, in my opinion. This is so much better than Rita. How did Merlin like screw up and get Rita? Like how? How did Merlin go from Rita to this? Like, we'll never know. But yeah, let's head on our second ride of Stealth of the day. Oh, and there we go then, another fantastic ride on Stealth. One thing I wanted to point out before I get copyrighted is these buses for the Lycan Thorpe High and the Amity High. Those have come back for, what, I can't speak today. Those have come back for Fright Nights this year. So, yeah, things are really going into full swing in terms of construction for Fright Nights, which is really good. I'm not sure what we're going to go on next. What are you looking to go on? Because you've been keeping up with the queue times, haven't you?
Nemesis is on 5.
Okay, we'll go on Nemesis then. The inferior Nemesis to Nemesis at Alton Towers. What?
Should we go on the Nemesis now?
Yes. Let's get it out of the way. I'm
sure your sister will be able to sort you out with your car door.
Yes.
But we'll go on Nemesis now.
Yes, because my sister's boyfriend works at a garage. Not really, I don't have a sister. We're just quite in the in-betweeners. Me and Joe were like saying to ourselves, how many times must they get the question, do you have anywhere to store car doors? If you've not watched the In-Betweeners and you're over 18, go watch it, it's amazing. But I don't know how you haven't if you haven't already, but yeah. Right, let's head on. Nemesis Inferno, or also known as the inferior Nemesis to Nemesis at Alton Towers.
Nemesis Inferior.
Nemesis Inferior. Let's go. Right, so in the last clip, we said that we were going on Nemesis Inferno, and we did, but Joe, how long did it take us?
You've said 5 minutes.
Yes, 5 minutes, right? Bear in mind, 5 minutes we were quoted.
An hour and a half?
Yeah, we queued for so long. The rain, I'll put a video on screen now of something I posted on my story. Basically, the rain came down like tenfold, and it completely washed the coaster out, so they had to stop operating for a while. So we were stood in the station for about an hour and a half, so...
And it broke and wouldn't start up again.
Yeah, it broke, wouldn't start up again. So what we've done
is we've been given free fast track, but we did actually get on Nemesis Inferno. So that's why I inserted the off-ride, because we did get on it eventually. And it was actually running really well. It was actually quite fast because of the rain, wasn't it? In my opinion. It wasn't uncomfortable though, because the rain kind of stopped when we went on it. So it made the deal even sweeter, really. Free fast track and you know, a coaster. We are walking down the Oktoberfest area of Thorpe Park now, and we're going to show you what they have to offer. First thing I want to point out is this big stage. Look at that. By the way, I'm not a massive fan of that at the back. Like, I think it looks a bit tacky. But, you know, it's one of those things, isn't it? What are your thoughts about that big graffiti thing at the back?
I like it. It looks good, to be fair.
I'm not a massive fan of it.
It's because you're not a chav.
Nah. You see, Joe's a chav, aren't you?
Apparently so now.
Joe's proudly pronounced himself a chav. Okay, moving swiftly onwards, I'm going to show you what they have here in terms of the Oktoberfest eateries. We're going to start down here. I'm going to make our way down that way. So the first one is the veggie halloumi wraps chips. So you got your veggie options here. It looks like they're catering for all audiences here. Here's your bratwurst, foot longs. What the price is like? £1 cheaper. Yes, £1 cheaper than Alton Towers. Everything's £7, which is really good. And here's your like eateries, your place to eat. Oh, what? Yep, your bar. So you go buy your beer.
Yeah.
You gotta buy some beer, Joe.
At £5.50 a pint.
Nah, it's a bit steep, isn't it? Really. I know we're near London, but it was the same price at Alton Towers, really, wasn't it?
It's actually a bit cheaper here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What the price looking like?
£5.40.
£5.40. Oh yeah, there we go. You can see the price on the back wall there. Your half pints are £2.70. But it looks like the same beer that they had at Alton Towers, the Spaten. And I think they've got the Spaten. No, it's just Spaten. That's all they're serving. Spaten.
No.
I don't know either. But yeah, this is the whole sort of area of Oktoberfest, and it's really quite busy down here at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Sunday.
Yeah, we'll come back later and we'll enjoy Oktoberfest a bit more, and we'll show you a bit more, we'll get involved in a bit more of the atmosphere when it's calmed down a little bit. It is 1:15 now, so it is a little bit more busy in terms of like eateries and things like that. Things are a little more busy, but yeah. So we are going to head off to I don't know what now. Like I said, we have free fast pass to Saw the Ride, because we did the smart thing and chose the roller coaster that has the most queues.
I think we should do that because it's currently on 60 minutes.
Yes. Let's head over to Saw the Ride then, get on this fantastic Gerstauer Eurofighter, the roller coaster that we wanted to go on to start our day actually, that we didn't actually get to go on this morning. So yeah, let's head off and get on Saw the Ride. Are you ready for a good bit of Gerst?
Stop asking me if I'm ready for everything.
No, but
I'm never ready.
A good bit of Gerst. I love a good bit of Gerst, me, I do. I've actually ridden all of the Gerstauer roller coasters in the UK now. So make of that what you will.
Completed it, mate.
Yeah, Gerstauer completed it, and I've completed all the B&Ms as well, but I did that ages ago, so it's not worth mentioning. But yeah, let's head over to that big thing in the sky, that big vertical lift hill. Let's go. So there we go then. I had a really pleasant ride there on Saw the Ride. It's better than some of the other rides that I've had on it. Joe didn't have as good of experience as me. He's taking photos at the moment. Joe, just in one word, describe that that ride.
Jolty.
Very jolty. But yeah, I had no problems on that whatsoever. We got a little bit of a pre-show as well. Well, I say a little bit because yeah, Jigsaw sort of came out on the bike like he usually does, and then we didn't get any audio, so we got kind of a pre-show. Oh, show the audience. Oh, look at that. That's a right good photo, that is. But yeah, got a little bit of a pre-show, didn't we?
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, because they dispatch them in pairs, you'll be always sent out in two. If you're on the back one, you'll get a pre-show. If you're on the front one, you'll go straight round, and you'll get pulled round the corner. And then Jigsaw's meant to come along on his tricycle and speak to you. It's meant to be all loud and pre-showy.
There we go.
The volume was down and the puppet didn't work, so he just sort of rolled forward with his mouth open and just went,
Just like, ah!
and like the volume was so quiet no one could even hear what was happening, so it wasn't much of a pre-show because we just sat there and watched this puppet just roll forward and go.
I tell you what though, it was definitely a good ride. Even when it's running rough, in my opinion, it's running all right. So I really like it. One thing I want to talk about, by the way, is this is the first time I've ever seen this shop open. Look, it's the Shaw shop, and it's back open. I've never actually ever seen this open before. Have you?
No. Do you want a resin that is also a snuggler?
Well, I've got one. I've got a vampire resin like that actually, but apart from it's not got the Saw the Ride thing, it's got the vampire thing in there. But yeah.
Do you know what?
No, not today. I'll look at one later. But here you got your Thorpe Park merch.
Syringe pen.
When would I ever use that? Oh, there you go. I've got my COVID jab now. But yeah, look at this. It's open. Again, first time in many years that I've actually seen this open. And one other thing that I wanted to point out was Scarefest construction. Because there's quite a bit of it going on at the moment. And I've already mentioned one little bit of Scarefest construction. But I'm going to give you a little peek over here. Look. Oh, look. Joe is... I presume this is for one of the... Joe's...
I'll give you a sneak peek.
Look at that. Fancy that! Oh, look at that! I didn't even see that. So yeah, it was exclusive. But yeah, I presume this is the Crow's walkthrough because they were talking about a crow area, and this seems like a perfect place to do it.
The crows last year were the scarecrows, weren't they?
Yeah, they were the scarecrows. Because since the Saw boat has been shut, there's really been nothing to do in this area. So it's sort of been like a pass-through. But again, this year they're turning it into something. So I don't know if they're going to use the queue line for Saw Alive maybe. But it's definitely something to watch because it's definitely an interesting development in my opinion. But yeah, what do you think to Friday night so far? Have you looked at the lineup or have you not really bothered?
No, I'll keep most of it a bit secret.
Yeah, I'm going to do a video talking about the Halloween event soon because I've got some thoughts and opinions about Alton Towers, but in my opinion, Thorpe Park will win the Halloween events things this year. There's no competition, by the way. It's just which one I think is better, and I think Thorpe Park will definitely win with their brand new Scare Maze trailers. And again, I'll be making a video about that soon, but yeah, definitely something to watch out for. Yeah, should we head off that way and see what we can see?
There's two choices, I feel.
Oh, okay. Not Colossus, please.
So the Swarm is on 5 minutes.
Yes.
But obviously opposite end of the park. Well, Saw the Ride, even though we've just used our fast pass, is now only on 15.
Yeah, but when we went, because we used our fast pass on Saw the Ride, by the way, I should mention. When we went there, the queue was like, it was, you know the Cattle Penny bit? It was sort of after the Cattle Penny bit. So I presume that that's going to be like a 40-minute. I don't think the 15-minute is accurate at all. I reckon we should head towards Saw the Ride, and that's what we'll do.
Swarm.
Do you agree? Swarm, yes.
We're at Saw the Ride.
Oh, Swarm. Okay, Swarm. You ready for some B&M wing coaster action?
You're asking me if I'm ready again.
I know. I ask you. I always ask you. I feel like it's mandatory that I have to ask you.
If I said no, are you gonna stop? Are we gonna stop walking? We're gonna go home?
Okay, then say no.
No.
Right, better go home then. Right, let's head on to Saw the Ride. Swarm. Sorry, Swarm the Ride. Swarm.
What is your message to the people? Do you have support?
Oh, there we go then, so a fantastic ride there on the Swarm. And well, I say a ride, we had 4 rides, didn't we, Joe?
We did.
We did. Big shout out, mind your heads. Big shout out to Dennis the fire truck. Look at him. Dennis the fire truck, Joe.
Dennis the fire truck.
if you come to Thorpe Park and you take a photo in front of Dennis the Fire Truck, please, yes, hashtag Dennis the Fire Truck, send it into Icosa's Instagram and I'll repost it on my story for you and I'll shout you out. But yeah, we had 4 fantastic rides there, twice on the right and twice on the left. We had 2 front row rides, one on the left and one on the right, and for me, it's definitely a front row coaster. Doesn't beat Megaphobia still, but it's still really, really good. You think it beats Megaphobia, don't you now?
Yes.
Yes. I'm trying to talk really loud to drown out the music in the background because it's copyrighted. They've changed the audio in the area, so they're playing like lots of songs to do with the end of the world now, and there's like little bits in between. It's like radio as well. There's like radio clips, and it builds much more of a story rather than like with it just being generic theme park music. But yeah, I'm not a massive fan of it, particularly in the station. Nick Hudson did a good job with the path audio, but in my opinion, the church in the station isn't 100%. I'm not a massive fan of how simple it is. I feel like if it had more to it, if it was a bit more mellow, like the music was before in the Swarm station, I would be okay with it. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm not a fan. But yeah, what do you think to the new station audio, Joe?
Yeah, it's alright. I prefer the Yumi at 6 stuff.
Yeah, I prefer the Yumi at 6 stuff on loop. Oh, and talking about Yumi at 6, well, not Yumi at 6, but the roller coaster, here we go. Look at that. Oh, absolutely love it. I love the Swarm. I think it looks so good. One thing I want to show you before the copyright music comes back on is the Swarm store. The Swarm store is back open. Like the Source store, the Swarm store is now a thing again, which is really, really good. They're opening all of these stores back up, which is, again, really good. I'm happy to see that they're opening them up. I think it's because we're approaching the spooky season. They want to get as much revenue through as possible. So opening these stores up would make sense. And because of social distancing is no longer a thing, having these stores open, again, just makes sense really, doesn't it? Again, from a revenue standpoint. Yeah. Never actually been in this Swarm store before, have you? No, I've never been in this Swarm store before. I've never seen it open even, because I was here when I was here in 2012 to ride the Swarm, and I never ever. You're alright, mate. You're alright, but yeah. What?
I don't do anything.
It isn't. I wouldn't mess with it though.
Attached to the wall.
I won't mess with it. But yeah, like I say, even in 2012. I never saw this open, so it's just one of those things, isn't it? Like, I'm glad it is open, but again, I think it's more of a revenue building thing because we are approaching that season. And you got to remember, these parks haven't had a good season for at least like 18 months now, so any bits of revenue they can get, they need. But I'm gonna let you go now, and we're gonna head off towards Oktoberfest in that area of the park, and I will see you over there and let you know what we're going on. So Joe, what are we doing?
We're having a bit of a race. Detonator is on 15 minutes.
Alright, stop here then, because you're going to get an advantage, you are.
Stealth on 15 minutes. So we're going to have a race to see who will come off first.
Right, let's go then.
I think we need to go about halfway between the two.
Well, he was already halfway between the two. Now he's getting an advantage. Look at this.
Hey, hold up. No. Detonator's entrance is right there. Stealth is all the way over there.
Oh, look at his cheating. But yeah, I really want to go on Detonator because I like a good drop tower. Apocalypse really warmed me up to the idea of drop towers, and Joe's going to go on that. It's both on 50 minutes, so.
First, we have to go from here.
All right.
All right.
Are you ready? You're hearing, look at this, viewers.
First one to get their hand back on this. Put your hand on it.
Okay, so basically, we're both going to run towards our respective attractions now.
Yeah. First one back to this wind.
Yes. Are you ready?
Ready? 3,
2, 1. Bye, Joe. Right, here we go. Let's get on Detonator and Joe on Stealth. We'll hear what he thinks of Stealth after, and yeah, I'll tell you what I think of Detonator. Right, let's go. as you can see there, that was me on Detonator for the first time. That thing is bloody terrifying. I tell you what, I've never been like a massive fan of drop towers, so to go on that, like, I do like drop towers, but and I'm like warming up to them, but yeah, that is terrifying. And look who's caught me up. If you couldn't tell from the footage,
you lost.
I did. How long was the queue for stealth? Was it just walk?
I did actually time it. Yeah, it said 15 on the app.
Yeah.
Said 15 on the gate, but it was only about 9 minutes.
Right.
So
yeah. That was exactly 15 minutes. And is it worth it? Yeah. If it's a 15-minute queue, get on it. You're not a massive fan of drop towers, are you?
I got on Apocalypse of Drake Man and hated it, and you know, got from there.
Yeah, like that felt different to Apocalypse though. That was more forceful than Apocalypse in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Like, again, you may have a different opinion to me, but that's my opinion. That's more forceful. I did enjoy it though. I think it's because the gondola's bigger, there's more people on it, there's more weight to be pushed down, if that makes sense. So obviously it's going to be more forceful. But we're heading off over back up to Oktoberfest, aren't we, if I can speak?
Yeah, I think we're going to have a chill at Oktoberfest like we did at Alton Towers, just to try and absorb some of the vibe.
Yeah, to get to the full Oktoberfest feel, because we have got half an hour till Derren Brown's Ghost Train, so we might as well stick around that area anyway, aren't we?
Does that mean a beer?
Yeah, a beer. Let's go get ourselves a Spartan, yeah.
So you're not going to have a Camden Ale?
No, we don't. They don't have Camden. I checked in the vlog this morning, from the clip that you guys saw. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving it so far today. Are you?
Yeah, it's been quite good.
Yeah, like
thought it'd be busy. It has died down a bit. Obviously, it started a bit bad with all the stuff that happened.
Yeah, I think that's because of the rain though. The rain has flushed a lot of people out, and I said that, didn't I?
Yeah.
I thought the rain was going to flush people out, and it's done so. So that's a good thing. You know, the issues that we had this morning, they're all resolved now. All the major coasters seem to be open. Colossus has been having issues. From what I can see, well, I looked at the app and it was closed, and then it jumped straight back up to 60 minutes. I presume that was the rain. Not quite sure.
Well, it's currently on 50, so it's got obviously bad throughput.
Yeah, it's Colossus though, isn't it? Like, you know. So right, let's go get ourselves a breakfast and a beer, and join in the Oktoberfest festivities. Right, so Joseph, you've got a Bex. I have got a Spaten. What? You got a Spaten? Yeah. Oh, I thought you got a Bex. No, he's got a Spaten. I've also got a Spaten. That's not mine. I'm going to move that to the side. But yeah, I'm only having one of these. I am driving, so yeah, I'll probably head off about 7. So it's all right, and I'm going to wash it down with Cokes and things, obviously. But yeah, looking so good so far. We've been told that this is the main like Oktoberfest thing, the main hub, main area, and it's looking good. You got all the banners up here. They got all of the like bunting things, banners, etc. It's really good. But again, I'm not a massive fan of that mural on the wall over there. I'm not going to lie. One thing I want to point out, by the way, if you are buying alcohol, I'm not sure whether it's the same for the Bratwurst stand, because that is an outside catering thing, I think. You do get your Merlin annual pass discounts at least with the beer. So if you do have a Merlin annual pass discount, definitely take advantage of that.
I think it is only this area though. If it's a full place like the Bratwurst stand, usually they come in separately, so they don't allow you the discount.
Yeah.
But I believe this one is good.
This one over here, we're next to Derren Brown's Ghost Train. That's where we'll be going next, by the way. But yeah, really friendly staff as well. He was really helpful. He told us pretty much where the Oktoberfest things were. So he told us that the other one is round near Stealth over there. I mean, not Stealth, sorry. Saw the Ride, where we showed you this morning. So we'll show you around there later. There's not really much. They've got more beers there, but I'm fine with a good bit of Spaten. Yeah, it's quite strong, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really used to these European beers. I'm more of a craft local beer person myself. So yeah, are you a good beer drinker, Joe? So. But yeah, let's get this down me, and I'll tell you what I think. All right, there we go then. So I've drank most of my beer now, and I'm ready to give you a review. The Spaten, I'm not so sure about it. Like I said, I like my bitters, and that's not bitter enough for me. I can see why a non-beer drinker like you would enjoy it though.
Rude.
Wow. Just to note as well, we had some entertainment. I don't know where they are now, but the street entertainers that were walking around actually went on stage and did like a show for us. It had copyrighted music, so I didn't want to play any of it. If you saw my post on my Instagram recently, you know why I'm not a massive fan of playing music in my videos anymore, especially copyrighted music or being around copyrighted music. But I'm not going to say any more about that. But yeah. We're going to head over to Derren Brown's Ghost Train now. I was really impressed with this before, but I want to see how it compares to when it was social distancing, because it's not going to be social distancing now. Are you looking forward to it?
Yes.
Have you done Derren Brown's Ghost Train before?
No.
But it's not Derren Brown's Ghost Train, it's...
My Ghost Train.
It's not... No. It's mine. No. It's mine. Right. You couldn't tell, by the way, Joe's been eating Nerds. Go on, show us your packet of Nerds. There we go, for a split second. Right.
Placement.
And Joe had some Pringles. Other brands of wafer flavoured chips are available. So yeah, let's get on. Derren Brown's Ghost Train. Almost forgot the name of it then. Alright then, we just had an amazing run through on Derren Brown's Ghost Train. I genuinely really enjoyed that. I had a few issues with the VR headset sort of towards the end of the first part and at the first part of the second part, and it was a bit shorter than last time, but they had actors and they enhanced the experience so much. Again, I'm not going to tell you about the storyline and stuff like that. I feel like you need to experience it for yourself.
Told you not to.
Yeah, I feel like you need to experience that for yourself. But what did you experience? Because that was your first time, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm a massive fan of Derren Brown as well, so I love all of his stuff. I watched all of it.
Did you appreciate then that as a Derren Brown
Yeah,
fan?
it was very him. Like,
yeah, I agree with that.
In it, there was enough little bits where there's almost a plot twist.
Yeah, like
where you're a bit like, how did that happen, or where did that come from? That sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It's not just a VR experience.
It's a lot more than that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a LED experience. It's a walkthrough experience. It's a psychological experience. Because when I first explained it to him, I basically said, because you said, oh, are there any jump scares? And I said, it's more psychological thrill scare.
Oh, you did lie about that.
Yeah.
There's a couple.
Yeah. But I personally feel there's not a whole lot of jump scares about it. But yeah, I really enjoyed Derren Brown's Ghost Train, and I absolutely love it. And I'll go on it again next time, but sadly all the tickets sold out, so we won't be able to go on it again today. I tell you what we are going on, a bit of Nemesis Inferno. Are you ready for a bit of Nemesis Inferno?
Hopefully it won't break down this time.
No, hopefully we won't be waiting 2 hours for it. But again, that wasn't Thorpe Park's fault, it was legit like the weather. So yeah, let's get on Nemesis Inferno, and I'll see you off the ride. Right, alright then. So how did you find Inferno? I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good, a bit better than this morning.
Yeah, we were on...
It wasn't as a long wait, it was only what, 10 minutes?
Nah, if that 5 minutes. We were talking to these two nice girls. Big shout out to you if you do find the vlog, by the way. But yeah, they were explaining, we were both talking about how, all talking about how Derren Brown's Ghost Train works. We won't tell you because we don't want to spoil it for you. If you want to go and find out for yourself.
Make sure you experience it first before you Google it.
I want to see what's down here actually, I've never been down there before. But yeah, we wanted to find out because we were quite intrigued, weren't we?
Yeah.
About how things worked and how it was interoperated. And it's very clever, it's very, very clever. It's, like you say, it's very Derren Brown.
Very Derren Brown, yeah.
I feel like we keep ranting about it now because it's so good. Like, just go on it, honestly. Just, if you can get the tickets in the morning, ride it and experience it because it's so good. Right. I think we're heading towards Amity Way, Amity Speedway.
Psychologically, you're just walking straight to stealth.
Because look at it. Look at that, hashtag beasts. I absolutely love stuff, I really do. I really do think it's a bit of an underappreciated coaster because, yes, some people talk about it, but not a lot of people do. I feel like it doesn't get enough love. But, are you ready? Oh, so I keep asking that. I should say, are you...
Ask another question.
Do you like ice cream?
Like your ice cream?
I produce my own homemade ice cream. I don't really. What's your favorite flavour of Ben and Jerry's ice cream?
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough. I quite like the peanut butter cups myself, but you know, I'm not a massive fan of sweet things, so. Right, before I get copyright strucken, I'm going to end this clip and I shall see you off the ride. Right, so if you come down from the dome over here, I've pointed out this morning, so I'm not sure why I'm explaining where it is, but you've got your Oktoberfest bit here. They do actually have Camden on tap here as well. They also have some musicians on at the moment, and that's really good. You have your Katina stand. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that's a stealth eatery. I mean, it's a closed eatery anyway. But yeah, it's really nice in here. I do feel like the seating at Alton Towers Oktoberfest is a bit better. How they had the tables interconnected, but it's still good that they've got this entertainment on. You know. I do like how they've got a few different areas around the park, whereas Alton Towers only had 2, but what they did have on those 2 places was very good. I feel like here it's a bit more spread out. What do you think, Joe? Oh, he's having a good time, he is.
Good, yeah.
It's good.
It's not the same level as Alton Towers, is it?
No, we're going to talk about our feelings towards the end of the vlog, like our true feelings. But for now, I do feel like Alton Towers did a better job. But you know what? It's still really good. And I do like this like array. I feel like if there's a bit more of an atmosphere here, it'd be very good. The park has fleshed out a lot now, hasn't it?
It's almost like the rain drove them away.
Yeah, I was going to mention that the rain has drove everyone away. So you mentioned all the queues now are 15 minutes or less, and the park is absolutely dead. And it's, you know, it's really good because of that, because, you know, we can get on plenty. But it just means that Oktoberfest is not really much to show you in terms of atmosphere like there was at Thorpe Park. I mean, there was at Alton Towers, but, you know, I am still really enjoying it. But again, I do feel like Alton Towers did a better job on their Oktoberfest event. But yeah, we're heading over to Saw the Ride now for another ride on that, aren't we, Joe? Yes. Just because, you know, it's on a 10-minute, 15-minute queue, so why not get on a good, lovely Gerstlauer Eurofighter?
What do you rate it?
Rate it? Ooh, I definitely rate speed number 1. I rate that above the Smiler, and you know I do as well. It bugs you. It bugs you, but yeah, I rate speed above the Smiler. I would say Saw comes in second because I feel like speed's much of more of a slower Eurofighter, but it's also quite what?
Speed?
No, sorry, not speed. Not speed, rage, not speed, rage. Sorry, I do feel like that's a bit more, I feel like rage is a bit more slow, sorry. I apologise, I'm getting my coaster mixed up here. But yeah, it would definitely go, in terms of my Eurofights for the UK, it would go rage, Saw the Ride over here, and then it would go speed at Oakwood Theme Park. But yeah, let's get on, Saw the Ride. When did Saw the Ride get that rough? That was unbearable. Like, I don't say that lightly as well. Like, that was bad. Do you agree?
Well, you thankfully gave me the bloody
outside seat. Yeah.
Well.
I got it off easy. I did. What do you think to that? What?
Horrible.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
It's meant to be torturous, right? It's meant to be a torturous device that tries to kill you. Yeah, it does that.
Yeah, it's not great at all. In fact, I really want to go on Samurai because it's like, look at that. Look at that. Wait, let me talk to Joe for a second and I'll talk about going on it. But yeah, Saw the Ride, not great. I do like my Eurofighters, but that's just a bit extreme. But yeah, right. I'm actually going to go on this.
Why?
Do you want to go on it?
No.
You sure?
No.
Are you absolutely sure?
No.
Will you record me on it?
No.
Okay. Right, I'm going to go on Samurai. because I've not actually been on Samurai before, and if it's going because it's dying, like it was in bits the other week, so you know, might as well go on it before it dies. Right, I'm gonna head on Samurai. I'll see you guys in a second. Right, so we've just been on a very sorry for itself Samurai. That's not how a top scan's meant to feel. A top scan's meant to be really intense. That was pitiful. I love the ride though. I think again, a top scan is a really unique experience, but that sadly was subpar again compared to some of the ones I've been on. I've been on the one that goes to Loughborough Fair, that's in the fair circuit, and I've also been on the Beast, which was at Fantasy Island. That was the best top scan and the best flat ride in the UK at the time, and you can't convince me otherwise. Josh, I know you agree with me. Big shout out to Josh, by the way. I'll put his channel in the description. Lovely guy, and so is Zoe. I mean, Zoe's not a guy, Zoe's a girl, but
Zoe's a lovely guy.
Zoe's a lovely guy. So what do you think to that then? Go on, give us your review. You're not into flat rides, are you? So
I don't like flat rides.
But what do you think to that Mondale top scan?
Just giving you my opinion.
So you
don't like flat rides.
You didn't enjoy it?
Don't like flat rides.
Well, that's pretty much Joe's review. He doesn't like flat rides, but I tell you what, it's not got long left. If it continues riding like that, it'll be gone by a season, even next season.
I didn't get it.
It's meant to be a very intense experience. So you know when you spin around and like the gondolas like swing both ways? It's meant to be very intense, and a good one normally feels very intense as well. So, you know.
It just sort of felt like you're going, well, now I'm gonna hold you this way. Now I'm gonna hold you this way. It was just a bit strange.
Yeah.
Being like cuddled by some weird big hairy bear that doesn't understand what's going on and doesn't really know how to hold anyone.
So it's basically like being cuddled by you then?
You know what a bear is, right?
A bear?
Yeah.
A bear, yeah. A big creature.
Google it.
Oh, I do not. Don't Google that, younger viewers. I'm not sure whether that's safe or not, and I can't verify whether it's safe or not to Google. But yeah, again, Samurai sadly wasn't riding too good. Again, that's not how a top scan's meant to feel. Thorpe Park, please put it out of its misery. Don't let it suffer any more than it has to. So yeah.
Take it out back, you know, take them to that farm down the road where they can live with all the other samurais.
Remind them of the rabbits.
Yeah, do all that. You know, samurai's going to the nice farm with the nice lady, and so we can play with all the other samurai. Yeah? Yeah, do that with that.
Yeah, basically, if you know, you know. But yeah.
Shoot it in the head.
Right, we're gonna go ride the Swarm for our last rides of the day. We're probably gonna lap it now, and we'll tell you how many times we lapped it by the end, and we'll give you our full thoughts and opinions on Oktoberfest as well in a second. So right, we shall see you in a second. Alright then, we thought we'd come down here before we tell you about the Swarm and our re-rides to come say goodbye to good old Dennis. Look at him! Dennis the fire engine's off now, look at him. Good old Dennis the fire engine.
Yeah.
Yes, the effects are off now. That's because the Swarm is off. It's the end of the day. It's like 6:05 now, isn't it? Oh yeah, the helicopter's on. But yeah, we had one ride on the Swarm, and we had 3 re-rides where we didn't even have to get out of our seat because it was so dead. Yeah, it was incredible. Because on the last ride, Joe, on the last ride, we actually heard an announcement. It's a new announcement for this year, apparently. That it basically said, does anyone want to go again? And it was like a really enthusiastic voice. And it was like, you're the last ride of the day, therefore you get a re-ride.
It was like a proper announcement. It wasn't just like you know, the announcer.
Yeah, it was like a proper announcement from Thorpe Park themselves, and like some music, and everybody was like cheering and like dancing, and it was really, really cool. And honestly, that kind of stuff means so much to like enthusiasts like us, like, you know, doing re-rides and stuff like that. And then to have an announcement like that just tops it off. The hype level was real. So yeah, 1 ride and then 3 re-rides where we didn't even have to get out of our seat. That was incredible. That just shows how dead this afternoon has been here at Thorpe Park.
4 in total.
Yeah, 4 in total, but we have really, really enjoyed our time here at Thorpe Park today. Yes, the day started off a little bit rocky, but it's cleared itself out throughout the day. It really has. And Thorpe Park, honestly, on Nemesis Inferno, particularly towards the end of the day, and the Swarm, and all the other rides that we've been on actually this afternoon, I want to say like a massive well done in terms of operations. It's still doesn't compare to somewhere like Alton Towers, but in terms of like raw throughput, it's been really good, hasn't it?
It has, yeah, to be fair. Like, most of the time Thorpe Park's known for having really bad throughput, but today it's been
really, really good.
It's been fair, yeah.
Like the Swarm, the Swarm towards the end of the day was just cranking them out like one after the other. It's honestly really impressive, and I'm really impressed with the operations here today, personally. And I'm impressed again with the day we've had today, because it's been really good, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been good fun.
Like you said, a few issues at the start of the day, but that's soon iron themselves out, really. Yeah. Like, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge your day by the start of the day. We definitely stayed, because I'll be honest with you, when we got rained off Inferno, I thought that we were going to leave. I thought that the vlog was going to be a bit of a bit dead in the water, but no, excuse the pun. Now, Oktoberfest, I want to talk about Oktoberfest because it's a bit of an interesting topic. We feel like they've done really well. Do you feel like that?
Yeah.
They've done really well, but it's not as, I should mention, it's not as good as somewhere like Towers.
That's the point I was
yeah.
right, yeah.
It's pretty much how it was last year from what I've seen from videos. I don't remember attending Oktoberfest last year, but I'm pretty sure we didn't. But Joe thinks we did.
I think it might have just been when we were around your birthday, that sort of thing.
Yeah. But it was good. It was good. The atmosphere was really good for what there was on the parts that we explored. The main bit of Oktoberfest though was definitely outside of Derren Brown's Ghost Train, and that was kind of small compared to somewhere like Alton Towers, where it's got like some massive event with like various stalls, stages, and
big ass stage.
Yeah, and I kind of like how Alton Towers, they had all the benches clumped together. With Thorpe Park, they didn't have that at all. And I presume that's because Thorpe Park is still very social distancey. They're very encourage people to wear masks, and where Alton Towers aren't really doing that. They've still got signs like this around the park, whereas Alton Towers, they don't have that at all anymore. Well, they do, but like in very select places. So yeah, I do feel like well done Thorpe Park, but I do feel like it's a bit subpar to somewhere like Alton Towers. So yeah, that's pretty much our review of Oktoberfest here at Thorpe Park. I really do think there is some room for improvement, but I feel like give it till next year. Give them time to, you know, get to grips with the event, because this is only the second year we've got to remember as well. Alton Towers really pulled out the stops for this year, but if they keep evolving the event the way that they've evolved it this year, I feel like they're moving in the right direction. And
it's more Alton Towers is Merlin's love child, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, this is more it's unwanted baby that it sort of has to look after.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate that Thorpe Park always seems to get not as much funding.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest problem.
And I've spoke before about should Merlin sell Thorpe Park. I still think no. But I do feel like they need to put a little more love into it. Like just little events like this. Just put a little more into it. Put a little more of your funding from Alton Towers into Thorpe Park. But yeah, that's our review of Oktoberfest definitively then for Thorpe Park. We have come to the end of the video now as well. It's sad, isn't it? Another vlog gone.
You're going to stop talking in a minute.
But yeah, we will be at Drayton Manor next week on the 26th. I'll be there with Zoe and Josh from Amity Theme Parks. So excited for that trip. I really am, and I can't wait to get back to Drayton Manor, a park with such potential, and apparently, according to Zoe and Josh, things are really good there. So yeah, if you have liked the video, please smack that like button, hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a single video here on iCoaster. I've been Ryan from iCoaster. This has been Mr. Oakley Dokley, and we shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.